Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. My name is Muhammad Afzal. I am the student of first year of State Medical University. Today I am presenting the topic limbic system. In limbic system, first of all, we discuss about hippocampus. It is the medial temporal lobe present between the inferior horns of lateral ventricles. It is responsible for the conversion of short memory into long-term memory plus learning. Furthermore, we have Pepys circuit named after a scientist named developed a closed circuit named as Pepys circuit. Hippocampus is an area having three-layered cortex. First coronal section of hippocampus named as a seahorse. Then we have hippocampus having pyramidal cells and a multipolar joint cell not only present on the hippocampus but also present the amygdala and prefrontal cortex. Function of pyramidal cells in prefrontal cortex is the processing sensory modulators due to having a primary visual and auditory somatosensory associations. Then we have, it is the prefrontal cortex due to the pyramidal cell act as a process in sensory modalities. Axons of multipolar pyramidal cells together make a structure called alveolus. Then alveolus will lead the other structure called fibria and it will end up on the structure called fornix. Anterior part of fornix, septal pellucidum. Inferiorly we have thalacoridia and epidermal cells present on the roof of third ventricle. Then we have dentate nucleus, 6-layer structure starting from the hippocampus and end on the inducium gyrosum. Then gray matter covering the superior or top part of cingulate gyrus. Furthermore, the fornix leads the mammillary body of midbrain, or we call mesencephalon, at a tegmentum part of midbrain. Furthermore, we discuss about midbrain. What is midbrain? Also known as mesencephalon, primary ventricle, when embryologically development, primary three ventricles, prosencephalon, mesencephalon and rhombencephalon. Mesencephalon also known as midbrain. It consists of three parts: tectum, tegmentum and crus cerebri. First of all, we discuss about tectum. Tectum consists of superior colliculus and inferior colliculus. Superior colliculus is responsible for the visual one and inferior colliculus is responsible for the auditory one. Then we have tegmentum. Tegmentum also known as center part of midbrain. It consists of red nucleus and substantia nuclea. Furthermore, about crus cerebri.
My name is Razal Shan and I am the student of first year from Medical State University. Now we discuss about the crus cerebri. The anterior part of the midbrain is called the crus cerebri. The fossa between the left and right cerebral cortex is called the interputacular fossa. Then we have the mammillothalamic fibers. The second output from the mammillary bodies will go towards the thalamus, second and third fibers. From thalamus, the output will go passing to the anterior limb of the internal capsule core, enters into the anterior cingulate gyrus, and anterior cingulate gyrus, it controls the emotions. Anterior cingulate gyrus, it controls the emotions controlled by the autonomic nervous system. It also have a problem which patient will have poor decision making skills, no judgment. Cingulate gyrus will go to the anterohyoidal cortex, which have the para-hippocampus, which have 6 layered areas by the middle structure called the cingulum.
Start.
Anterior cingulate gyrus. It is also called the player zone in some animals. Reward and center of enforcement. Superior, inferior and middle nasal concas are present in the anterior cingulate gyrus. The ethmoid bone, inferior nasal concha from the facial bone. The face below the inferior nasal concha is called the meatus. The space between the middle and inferior nasal concha is called the middle meatus. The space between the superior and middle nasal concha is called the superior meatus. The space between the space above the superior nasal concha is called the spinoethmoidal recess. It has 16 to 20 million olfactory nerves. from the primary olfactory fibers and the peripheral process, which is unique process.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. My name is Dildar Sen from Group 8B, first year student in Ocean State University. Today I am presenting the topic general overview of limbic system, some functions and some diseases. In limbic system, first we have hippocampus. It is a part of middle temporal lobe present below the inferior horn and the lateral ventricle and is responsible for recent memory and to long-term memory. Functions of limbic system. Then in function of limbic system we have 5F: fighting, flying, feeling, feeding, sex, then motivation function of the limbic system. Then we have olfaction, which is used in sense of smell. Then we have circadian rhythm, day and night attention focus, then memory and behavior. It regulates autonomic nervous system and endocrine system. Then we have clinical features of limbic system. Clinical feature, if there is damage bilateral to the middle temporal lobe, it will make anterograde. Then we have amnesia. Previous memory intact cannot have new memory because hippocampus have a function of conversion of recent memory into long-term memory. If the hippocampus is disturbed, recent memory cannot change into long-term memory. Then we have Winai-Korsakoff syndrome. Excess intake of alcohol, vitamin thiamine, deficiency of vitamin thiamine and B1, and it will be degenerate suddenly and sudden places. It has 4 places. First one is hippocampus, and the dorsal nucleus of thalamus, memory body, and vernix of cerebellum. Then we have gait ataxia. In gait ataxia, person cannot walk in straight line. It will be imbalanced cause gait ataxia. Then we have Ulvir-Bussy syndrome. It will damage hippocampus. First we have placidity. In placidity there is no aggression and emotion. Then we have psychotic blindness. Person cannot recognize what he is saying. For example, monkey is coming and he will say that it is snake. Then we have increased orality. In increased orality person will. Then we have anterograde amnesia. Person cannot have new memory, old memory is intact. The last one is hypersexuality. In hypersexuality, increased tendency to have a sexual no matter what a gender and what a age. Thanks for attending.